This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. And we are underway from Houston. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action. Stroud now, rolling to his right. This one taken in by Stover. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Stroud off the play fake. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Flush to his right. He's got it to Collins, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up?
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Lawrence will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lumberjacks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And now an audible here into something else. They'll go again with Hall. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Got a man. It's Collins, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Second and 5.
Here we go. South.
Straight ahead is Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now receiver in motion left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 4 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Hall to start the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Stroud. And going deep for Hill. This is intercepted. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And on now is the punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
In motion, Hill. Here's Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. As Stroud now to throw. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Now Lawrence to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Able to power through. He's still fighting forward. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he'll find Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Shamrocks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
I just need 1 minute, bro. Give me 1 minute, nigga. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold on, nigga. I don't need 2 seconds, bro. Stop being like that. I told you I had to hit pause. Hold on. I'm coming right back upstairs. All right, you hit this. All right, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm back. Come on. I have to do something real quick. Let me know, though.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Lumberjacks 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Now they'll go with a reverse. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. But that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Stroud looking to change the play. Hall ought to give up the middle. Down to about the 32. 2nd and 7. Now they'll audible to something else. Stroud to throw it. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That is Josh Hines Allen working his way in for the sack. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Shamrocks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10. And to throw again is Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Lumberjacks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now, that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Stroud completes this out wide. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards that time. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's a give to Hall. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll roll him out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lumberjacks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Under. Look at hot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. In motion goes the tight end. Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Shamrocks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it looks like... And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, they'll try to run a reverse here. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram from 19 yards away. And the Lumberjacks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Flush to his right. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The throw's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. A final shot now for Lawrence. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Charles, a lot of happy faces.